Hey, what Embargo? We're live, and we got some breaking news that we've just been talking about. We're going to jump right into it. Yellow Snapper, break down this Cohiba news. Let's talk.
Cohiba, I heard we will not see Cohibas perhaps until the first quarter of next year, so Q1 2017. And supposedly the reason is there's a shortage of wrappers for them. So on top of that, I was looking at, for instance, like Cigars of Habanos, who's Ravi's site, and if you were to look at his Cohiba prices, I mean, he's selling Cohiba Pajique 52s, which is, of course, a 10-count box, for $790 US.
Woo!
This was like a few months ago at probably, what, 350 to 400, somewhere in that range?
Yeah, it's usually between like 300 and 400.
Yeah, so like...
Yeah, it's like 30 to 40 bucks a stick. I get it.
Right.
You got that little bit of medio tiempo in there. You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah, but like, so let's just go down to some of the regular production Cohiba that Ravi has up, for instance. Cohiba, but like Cohiba Sigla ones, slight lid box of 25 is at $200, which is reasonable, which is just about right, fair market value.
That's a good price. Yeah.
386 for Cohiba Robustos for SLV 25, which sounds reasonable. But what's up with these Pajique boxes? Like, I don't understand. I mean, I almost want to be like, what the hell's going on? Like, I mean, I understand that there's rumors of, or not rumors, I should say rumors. I just read through some of the other forums out there that there's a wrapper shortage. But even so, how do you justify these BHK prices? Is it wrapper shortage in the sense of the wrappers for the Pajiques? I assume so, based upon these.
It's got to be that. It's got to be a shortage on the medium TM.
Right.
But there's a shortage of both of them. Well, let me. We're throwing that stuff out. Let's throw some more conspiracies out there. Nicaragua. Corojo, Criollo, predominant wrappers coming out of Nicaragua for wrappers.
Yeah.
You were just at IPCPR. You just saw that Cruzado is no longer Cruzado. It's a Cruzado with a Corojo wrapper.
Mm-hmm.
Cas Fernandez now has an Ecuadorian Habano released wrapper.
Right.
They're using a lot of Connecticut
stuff. It's not their own farm stuff. Well, that's not their own farm, is it? It's somebody else.
It's not theirs. Either way, not finished yet.
Oh.
You have Ecuadorian stuff, you have all this Mexican stuff. There's possibly a problem, in my opinion, with the wrapper quality coming out of Nicaragua. And I don't think they're going to be able to grow Criollo successful. I'm just saying, there was a time where you saw a lot of Nicaraguan wrappers. It's done. It's gone.
I mean, what truly comes out of Nica? I mean, the only ones that's really noticeable or people talk a lot about is Aganorsa's Corojo 99, right? That's mainly it.
Yeah, but that's mainly it. But it's just Connecticut's, Ecuadorian Habanos, no more Criollos. I'm thinking there's a problem.
I mean, most wrappers are coming out of Ecuador, no doubt. Vast majority of what you see out there in the non-Cuban market. And, there's always been rumors flustering about how Cuba gets wrappers from Aganorsa for them to use, right? So I've heard of that before. I don't know.
Oh, it's forget about it. It's Pagadas, man, Pagadas.
Yeah, well,
I think it's a bunch of bullshit. But if it was real, it'd probably be better. So,
no,
that's not.
No, because with most you and I both had our share of, for instance, Aganorsa, Corojo.
I've had enough Cohibas. I've had enough of the brands,
right,
to know. I am 95% confident. No, 99. No, even higher. We're going like a state tax. I am 99.8% positive that there's no other tobacco. Just because I would taste it. Yeah, you can taste it. You can taste that.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's about what your palate says to you, right? I mean, that's why you should be smoking cigars or whatever the hell you like in the first place.
It's talking to me.
Yeah, you know what the fuck I meant.
Yeah. I know what you mean, man. It's what it says to me. I do, and I got it. I'm getting the taste, and that's just it's a bunch of baloney in my opinion.
Anyway, so and it's interesting because I was on cigar sales on these Facebook groups is fucking going crazy as always. And recently I saw some dude selling a box of I want to say like 2014 Bahique 52s for $590, and people
For how much?
$590 US dollars. And
$600? Really?
Yes, yeah, and then people jumped on it super fast. I mean, I got my 2012s 52s for pretty much, less than half of that back in the day. Like,
oh yeah,
I think it's nuts. Like,
I've gotten ridiculous offers for the original batch Cohiba Bahique 52s I have, whole box, unopened. I've gotten ridiculous offers, and I've always told people just go buy the cigar 3 times or 2 times. Like, just go do it. It's gonna just do it.
Well, that's a whole different question, man. Like, so that goes down to the whole topic of a lot of Cuban cigar guys. They chase after original release boxes, and they think that's the best crop by by a long shot.
I'll agree with them. I think original release on anything. I think the first batch on anything is always going to be the best. It's going to be the best it will ever be. And I say that because, as you know, and we could get into, tobacco is limited quantity by the vintage. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Every year it changes. It's an ingredient.
It has to.
That comes from nature. Things happen. Right. Water, sun, heat, coolness, whatever.
Right.
Soils, everything. So when you blend that original blend, you are working with that first vintage crop. And this is why I think everybody needs to put vintages, a vintage band on their stuff.
Oh, I wish.
Oh, I think it would add legitimacy for everybody. Even the shitty ass cigar should have it. That original vintage tobacco is the intended purpose. You know what I mean? When they blended and they smoked and they rolled, yes, that was it. Now they try and duplicate that every time.
Right.
But it's never going to be identical. You might be very close some years. You might be dead on sometimes. Who knows? You never know.
And sometimes it may be better than the original batch. Very rarely will it be, but I'm just saying it can be.
It can be. It can be.
Yeah.
But you're absolutely correct, and that's why I think original releases of everything is better. That's why, when I buy like Tatuajes, I buy the original batch now.
Yeah.
Then I'm done. Then I stop because I feel like the Garcia family is going to fuck Pete over my father's cigars, and he's not going to get the tobacco because he's not down there all the time.
Yeah. And no, I agree. I don't go as crazy as to chase box codes. I'm aware of what the people on the forum say. So if they say certain boxes that are fresh that they bought from whatever vendor are good, then I'll get some of that, right? If I feel like I want that Patola, that Marca, and I want to, round out my cabinet portfolio with that, right? So, but I don't go as far as to be like, taking crazy notes on, well, on this date, on this box, out of this cigar, I got XYZ and see if it's consistent. Oh, yeah. Like, I don't do that. Basically, if I find a box and they're smoking, well, I'm smoking the rest of that box within that week, probably. Well, yeah, within the next few weeks, let's just say. So,
well, I mean, there's code. I mean, like, don't get me wrong, there's codes. Like, I can go back to, you probably even know some of this. The TEB, the Partagas code from 08s. Mm-hmm. Anything with that TEB 08.
Yeah.
TEB 08 code was phenomenal.
Right.
Just magnificent. So it's like if you ever come across a box, like, not you're going to have a box, but if someone says, it's a blah, 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 TEP08, yeah, I get fucking excited.
Right.
I'm jacked for it.
Yeah. I agree. And those are like kind of like the hot codes that come around here and there that you see people talk a lot about, and then everyone just kind of jumps on unanimously, right?
Yeah. Like Mura 13, MUR 13, Mura 11.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. But anyway, so that's that. I mean, a part of me thinks, well, you know, here's the thing about Bahiques, dude. Like, I've had original batch Bahiques, and they're absolutely phenomenal. I've had,
Oh, yeah.
2 summers ago, I did a vertical of 2010, 11, and 12 of the 52s, and the 11s and 12s absolutely suck ass. They were absolutely and the 10s were just absolutely, it was just lights out, right?
Yeah.
I still have my BHK boxes, and I'm thinking, I don't really want to smoke them, you know? But with this recent price hike, I'm like, well, does anybody want to buy my shit?
Someone buy this shit? I'll sell this shit for what you want to pay for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I mean, yeah. I'm with you.
All right. Another thing we're going to talk about before we actually head into what we're going to talk about today with the IPA and cigar pairing. So there's this whole other thing on online humidor that came out in which there's this guy, a screen name rather, let's say. That
GUI? Is his name not Guy? Is it Guy?
No, there's his
from France.
No. His screen name is like called Smoking Cigars.
Oh, never mind. It's different.
Yeah. Anyways, I don't personally know the guy. I've heard of him before, but within this screen name, this dude sold people a bunch of BTO Cohibas, and I want to say they're Cohibas that are, I think the Esplendidos. I want to say, I'm not too sure, but I know they're the higher dollar, pricey stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And he scammed a whole bunch of people. Gave pretty much everybody the same tracking numbers. And then the recent story is he refunded some people over PayPal, but there was no money in his PayPal account, so he just refunded people blanks.
Dang.
Yeah, so like, and I think the last time I read the thread, it was like he scammed people like $10,000, right? So what I was going to say about that is everybody that remotely knows, or one of the 5 golden rules of Cuban cigars is know your source and trust your source. Everybody says that to guys that want to get into Cuban cigars. And it's hard because you look at something like an online humidor, in which, in my opinion, that's mainly a sales site, right?
Yeah.
And you look at all these feedback, trader remarks and buyer-seller remarks. Even though if they're so favorable, who's to say that you should 100% trust them, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like, and I get it, man. Like, vintage boxes, LE stuff, some of the regional stuff, not necessarily LE stuff, regional stuff, is very enticing. And everybody wants the cigars at a fair market value, right? Not fair market value, book value. So,
Yeah.
I'm over that because at this point, I have enough freaking cigars that I could just feel like I'll buy a boxer here if I hear something that's fantastic. And, why wouldn't you go to like Aljivanas or Ravia and buy it when they're fully freaking guaranteed? Fully guaranteed.
I'm with you. I will like send stuff as, yeah.
Go ahead.
I'll send stuff as gifts to people, or I'll send stuff amongst a group of people. But putting it out there like that, saying, "Hey, blah blah blah, I have this," I'm just not down with it. I mean, I did it one time. I bought something from a guy Midwest. Got some like old H. Upman Magnum 46s. Phenomenal.
Yeah.
They're phenomenal. It was a great deal. But overall, I'm just like, this is weird. So yeah, know your sources, trust your sources.
Right. And even if you buy a vintage,
there's one.
buddy, you have no idea how it's been kept. I mean, people could talk up and down to you about how they stored it at 65. Well, that doesn't mean shit. Like, I mean, who's to say, do you have the scientific proof to prove some crap like that? No, you don't.
Yeah. So, hey, man, I've been keeping these with a book, but I've been keeping them in my garage. So let's see how they smoke.
Oh.
Exactly. You never know what anyone's doing with them.
Oh, yeah.
Until this.
Oh, nice. Those are good, the new ones.
Oh, yeah, they're really good. But, yeah, you don't know anything. I mean, yeah, I can tell you, hey, man, I keep stuff in cooler doors with, like, Boveda packs at, like, 65. And I've been doing that for years. I'm telling you the truth, but, it's like you're going to have to take me for my word.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Anyways, let's get down to
let's get down to the nitty-gritty.
So today we're pairing some IPAs with Cuban cigars, and we thought we'd do this because one of our buddies on the show, Steve, he sent us
great white shark.
Yes, very generously some New England IPAs.
It's all IPAs.
And
I mean, which ones did you drink?
So I've had all the other ones, and the final one I'm going to actually have. I'm actually going to have today. So first, the one that I am going to have today. How about I go with that first? So I have two double IPAs today. So this one is from Steve. This is this is called Single Cut Beer Smith.
Oh, that one? Yeah, I know that one. I had that one. That was pretty good.
So this is from, looks like New York?
Yeah, it's from New York. New York.
Astoria, New York. I don't know where that is, but somewhere in New York.
Yeah, that's Bon 2 times TNT double IPA.
Yeah. Wait. No, I have the one that says softly spoken magic.
Hold it up.
I don't think this is the one you got.
Oh, I got a different one.
Yeah, so let me just kind of read this bottle so people know what this is all about for y'all, the beer geeks out there. It's a double IPA created from a brewmaster's recipe with an original combination of Scottish malt and Pacific Northwest hops totaling 130 IBUs. That's pretty bitter. So, and then
that's pretty good.
I have I just came back from Russian River the other day, and I picked up some fresh Pliny. And this is also a double IPA, and bottled on the 8th of August, so just like 10 days ago, which is super fresh. Whereas the other one, bottled on, I think that says May 17th. So it's good that I'm going to drink this now. But yeah, and then I'm pairing it with a one of my favorites, A. Chapman Connier.
It's a light wrapper. It's nice.
Yep. LUB March 14th. So I love these, man. These are so good. Like, I've probably smoked like almost half of it so far without drinking any of the beer. Just because I really want to.
No, you really want to enjoy the cigar before you end up with the beer. Don't you think the Conniers, now don't get me wrong, I love them. But don't you think the price is a little high?
I do. So right now you could find them for $300. $300 for a box of 25, which comes out to be $12 a stick.
I guess it's not that bad.
I mean, it's not cheap, all things considered. I mean, especially knowing that you can get like Upman Connie ones for
a lot,
like $180 a box for 25.
You can get H. Upman Sir Winston's for less than Connie's.
Yeah.
I think.
But I mean,
which doesn't make sense.
You know, I'm gonna have to say maybe it costs a lot of money to make this double. You know, this thick cut band.
It's that thick band, man.
It's the
thick band.
It's printing fees, I think, is what it is.
Those fucking Dutch, man. They kill you on the printing phase.
They're already making a killing off all that recent wave of IPCPR, FDA freak out of everyone coming out with stuff.
Oh, totally are, man. Now, by the way, little piece of advice for all you peeps out there. Customs was informed by FDA that there was going to be a increase in shipments coming into the United States. And in some cases, they have cracked open the crates and cut some cigars and taken some stuff out.
Yeah.
And it's happened to 2 companies that I know of. So we'd be cracking down. Yep. And that's why when you buy your illegal Cuban cigars, I recommend FedEx.
You know, well, I don't give a shit. We can talk about sources. We can talk about whatever the fuck we want. But
no, that's one of like the 5 golden rules, man. You never share your sources.
Right.
Isn't it? I thought that was always a rule I was told.
No, you know where that rule comes from? It's from selfish motherfuckers that never wants to share. They wants to buy it all up and they want to flip it. They want to flip it for a big profit. That is exactly why that rule comes out.
Yeah, I know. I never got the whole flip it part though. I just got the first part. It was like, shh, is anyone around? So the best is when people come up to you, they're like, I'm like, oh, where do you got them? They're like, I can't tell anyone, okay?
Good.
It's good?
No, seriously, no shit. It's really good.
I believe you. So, no, this is one of the funniest things ever. I was at a cigar shop and someone was smoking a Cuban cigar. And I was like, oh, cool, man, nice Cuban, blah, blah, blah. We start talking. I said, where'd you get it from? He says, well, I'm going to tell you, but you just really can't tell me. I was like, yeah, all right. He's like, Puro Express. And I just started laughing my fucking ass off. I was like, Puro Express, man, everybody knows about that shit, dude.
You know, I get that so much when I'm at like the local cigar lounge. You know, though, I feel like there's probably like an 80% hit rate when I meet new guys, and the conversation always goes to Cuban cigars, and then of course the source stuff comes out, and then I'm like, yeah, like, you know, I know some, you know, vendors, and depends on what kind of stuff I want, and then he's like, and then if they think that they really got to know you and you're like a buddy of them after you sit down and bullshit for a little bit, they'll look at you and be like, try cigars at Habanos.com. I was like, all right, buddy.
Yeah, okay. I'll do it, man. I'll do it. Yeah, that's, oh, jeez. Whenever it's like, hey, man, where do you buy your Cuban cigars? It's like, no, someone asked me, where do your Cuban cigars come from? I'm like, Cuba. They're like, no, where'd you get them? I was like, well, they came from Cuba. I got them through Cuba. They're not hard to work.
Yeah. I never talk about sources in front of people I don't know. I just, it's not like I don't want to be, it's not like I'm trying to be a dick. Like, I just don't know who the hell you are, man. Like,
it's like, who the fuck you be, man?
Yeah.
Why you itching up on me? Oh yeah, I'm with you, dude. I'm with you.
But Steve, I want to tell you. Oh, my bad. Why don't you first tell us what you're smoking and what beer you're having?
That's cool. I was smoking a Romeo Short Churchill. I forgot which one it was. Romeo Short Churchill, and I am enjoying a Stone Enjoy by 9516 unfiltered IPA.
It just came out. Yeah. First of all, what do you think of that beer?
It's good.
Yeah.
I like it. It's good. This, you know, there's a couple places where I can get the Stone Enjoy by it, and I've always been a little delayed in getting them, so I never really like get around to getting them. But it's nice. I like them. So Stone's pretty good. I'm not like overjoyed about Stone, but they're solid.
Yeah. And for the price, I mean, how much you get that for? Like what, $5-6?
A 6-pack?
Now, how much was that bottle?
Oh, I got a 6-pack.
Oh, they come in
6-pack.
Oh yeah, you're right. How much was it?
$15. I think it was $15.
No, that's good. Because they sell like a bomber of it for like, I think like $5, $5-6 around here. I mean, Stone is Southern California. Excuse me. But And how's it pairing with that cigar?
Oh man, the Stone and Romeo are not doing it, man. They're just not working together. So I just, we've done these types of shows with white wine, red wine,
Yeah.
stouts,
Yep.
and now IPAs.
Oh, remember
And-
the stout one, and then you pour some on your garage floor, your whatever room you're in right now.
Dude, I poured it. Yeah, it's the garage. I poured it on the floor,
Damn it, bro. You're so fucking drunk, man.
and I threw the cigar against the wall. It was fucking disaster, man. That was a terrible pairing. Terrible pairing. But yeah, no, I just don't think IPAs pair too well with cigars in general, especially Cuban cigars.
I agree. Take this for instance. I love this Connie A, and this Connie A is one of the more bolder expressions out of Cuba, in my opinion.
It's a bold one. It's got some strength to it.
Yeah. So, given that, I first picked this cigar and I thought, well, these double IPAs are pretty, they're pretty hefty. And I wanted to pick a bolder cigar to go along with it. But after drinking this IPA, I can't taste this cigar.
No,
I feel like I'm wasting this cigar. And I knew that coming into it. But what I don't understand is there's so many guys out there that drink IPA and have a Cuban cigar. Like that post on the forums and whatnot. And I just don't get it. I don't understand.
The what guys?
There's a lot of guys on the forums that are posting are you smoking today?
Forums. Oh yeah, there's even guys on Instagram, man. Yeah, all that
Exactly.
stuff. It's crazy.
So, my thing is,
Dude, but there's a lot of stupid people out there. You know what I mean? There's a lot of stupid people out there.
I will say, Steve, thank you again. This is really good. It's a freaking citrus candy fruit bomb. I love it.
Citrus candy fruit bomb.
But Steve, I will also say this, and you'll know when I send you some beer.
Oh snap! You'll know because why? He hasn't gotten a taste of the West Coast yet.
Yeah, in the West Coast, we do cloudy IPAs. We do
cloudy IPAs.
Yeah, no, it's a thing, dude.
I know it is. It's dank, man. It's dank.
So we do fruit IPAs. We do citrus bombs. We do balanced stuff. We do it all. We make triple IPAs taste like, butter baby bread.
Butter baby bread.
But butter bread.
Butter bread.
So I'm not saying.
Are you saying New England doesn't do it?
I'm saying that New England does it really well. I'm saying for you to trade beer in general, for me, I'm speaking personally, and that included shipping costs and all that.
It's not worth it.
It's not worth it. Now, if I was living in buttfuck Idaho,
you'd be eating potatoes.
I've never been there, but I'm sure.
How do you love Idaho and you've never been to Idaho?
Well, the pictures look great. Google Images look really great.
Dude, my brother had to go to a base in Idaho. I don't know what he's doing out there. He's doing something with IEDs. But he loves potatoes. And dude, he said it was like the time of his life. He says, I had every single potato thing you could think of. It was almost like
how many
Forrest Gump.
did you possibly pack in?
Dude, those Idahoans, I don't know if that's what you call them, Idahoans. Those hoes at Ida have recipes beyond with potatoes.
All right.
They can do it, man.
But anyways, I was going to thank you for that great brotherly story. But I was going to say, this is really good. This is really good, Steve. But
don't ever send it to me.
No, I'm not saying that. But I'm curious to see what you'll think when I send you some California expressions of this kind of stuff.
Dude, you know how it's going to be. No, this California stuff's okay. It's not that good. You're in New England, we do things a little bit different. I'm going to treat it.
All right,
I'm at Trios right now.
Steve, you're in one of these band camps, and I know you are. You're a total New England fanboy, and as you should be, right? Because there's there's an aspect of your local brews that you want to represent, and there's an aspect of this like hard to get stuff, and you're like, kiss my ass, you can't get this stuff, sort of a mentality, and I get that, right? But man, we make some good IPAs in California.
You guys do it right. You know what we do in North Carolina? I don't know.
North Carolina.
Hey man, we're
you guys have wicked weed.
Dude, I know. I got this wicked weed. This is what I got. Hold on. I picked this up because I was like, ooh, this sounds good. It was a sour. No, that's not it. That's not it. No. Go back. Jesus. No, it's called Bombadil by Wicked Weed. It's like a strawberry. There's like they put Florida strawberries. Red and Moist's farmhouse ale fermented with strawberries.
That sounds good.
Dude, it smelled like my fucking baby's diaper. It smelled
really
nasty.
Oh.
It smelled terrible. It did not taste good. In fact, my wife came home. She's like, "Oh, weird." She took a sip. She's like, "What is that?"
Huh.
She's like, "I don't like that." I was like, "Nah, it wasn't my cup of tea. I'm not into sours, but I'm a Belgian guy, dude. That's what I am." Because there is nothing that goes better with a Cuban cigar than the triple. The triples will dominate when it comes to Cuban cigars.
Because triples they hold up the alcohol, and they're complex, and there's a lot of
spice,
fruit, spice, and it's complementary to a cigar because a lot of cigars have those notes,
those qualities to it. They pair wonderfully together.
Yeah. What else did Steve? Hold on, let me go through what else Steve gave me. Another
dude,
one.
He sent that Bright. Did you get Bright?
Is that the one with Treehouse Brewing? It's in a can.
Yeah, it's in a can. It's got like the hippie sunglasses and the hippie colorings.
That was
dude. That was legit.
That was really good.
Really,
I expected that to be good because Treehouse got a following. I mean, people pay up the ass for that kind of stuff. So that was
drive up to
the. And then I had this Baxter Brewing Company bootleg fireworks. I don't know if you can see that. See
you know what it looks like? Yeah, I saw
like
it.
a firecracker.
You know what it looks like? It looks like
looks like America.
Looks like America. Looks like those. It's gonna make America great again, man. But you know what friends don't let friends do? Friends don't let friends vote for Trump.
Are they going to say masturbate with each other or something?
No. What are those Ocho Locos? That's what it looks like.
Yeah. This is the other one you're talking about, right?
Oh, yeah, that was legit.
Yeah. This one was really good.
Is that my photo?
No, that's mine. I took a picture. You know what? You know who takes pictures like this? Fucking Robbie Rass. Robbie Rass takes pictures like this all the freaking time. And it
looked like my gravel. I mean, it looked like my granite. That's why I was like, is that my picture? Is that my granite, dude? Looking at why does Robbie Rass take pictures like that all the time?
Because he thinks he's artistic. But unfortunately, all he has is a gray beard.
Is it gray now? He's getting older.
It's gray. He's getting old, man. See?
Yeah, the coloring was gorgeous on those.
Yeah. But, man, I don't get it. I guess I'm still in search of an IPA that will pair well with a Cuban cigar.
I don't think it's ever going to happen.
I don't think it's ever going to happen either. I mean, I'm glad that we did it, and I'm extremely thankful that Steve sent us all this stuff.
Oh yeah.
Don't get me wrong. Yeah, we're incredibly appreciative of it. Steve, you're our boy. Go do your thing. Go check those hearts.
Everybody's got to have someone from Boston, and Steve's our Boston. Mm-hmm. He's from Boston.
Anyways.
Well, it's another disappointment pairing, but you know what? We're used to it by now.
By
the way, go ahead.
It's tasty. and you know this thing is like it's 8.6% alcohol by volume, so it's there's legit alcohol in here. And you want to hear something that's a little personal about IPAs?
Oh gosh,
You want to hear it? So I can't drink more than one IPA because it'll give me the shits for the whole day afterwards.
Dude, I think you have like a gluten problem, man. I think you have a grain or something. I think you have some. You need to get your bowels looked at, dude. I think you have some allergies or something. Huh. What do you mean, no? So if you had like 4 IPAs throughout the day, you'd be taking 4 shits.
Case in point, I went to Russian River over the weekend, and I had 3 Pliny Elders 16-ounce cups, and I had a sour there. The entire next day, while we were walking around the beaches and stuff, I was constantly in search of freaking toilets to go take a shit at. I'm serious. I'm not even kidding.
Wasn't this like a romantic getaway with a girl?
Yeah. But
so you're having to take a shit every 10 seconds.
She's never gonna watch this, so she's not gonna know why I kept going to the bathroom. I mean, I'm pretty sure she could imagine what the hell I was doing in there, but
I'm sure she knows why you have to go to the bathroom. You guys have been what, boyfriend, girlfriend for what? Over many years now.
Yeah, like 4 years almost, I think.
How many years?
Like 4.
Dude, it's time to man up and do it.
I know.
I know. But anyways, if she doesn't know that by now, man, you guys aren't that close.
I don't know. I even said, man, like, and you know what it is? So going to Bodega Bay. So this is like coastal California, where there's seafood aplenty, namely fish and chips, oyster chips, fried oysters, you know, things of that nature.
As I said, man, oysters are an aphrodisiac.
Right. So instead of making it work in that fashion, I had to take a shit the entire day. I had to take shits the entire day. Horrible.
I just spit my beer up. I was like,
and then at night, I was like, man, I got to get these hops out of me or whatever the fuck is in these IPAs. And then I started drinking bourbon. And then that didn't work.
What did that have to make take more shits?
Yeah, it did. And the next day,
dude, I'm telling you, you have a grain issue, man. You got an issue with grains.
I don't know. I mean, I eat a lot of brown rice. I eat a lot of quinoa. You know,
quinoa's different, dude. Quinoa's like packed with protein, by the way.
Yeah, it's good for you, but
yeah.
Anyways,
quinoa is not the same thing, man. And brown rice is a little bit different than the other stuff.
I think it's the hops.
But you have the same issue when you're drinking a bourbon, which doesn't have hops.
Well, usually I don't drink that much bourbon. I drink like, a couple fingers worth, and I call it a night. So, anyways, how's your shits lately? You pretty regular lately?
Dude, I'm fine, man. So, it's called. You're probably not drinking enough water, too.
Dude, I drink like 80 ounces of water a day.
You have to drink like over half your body weight.
Then I'm gonna be squirting out of my ass.
Really? No, you won't, man. The water's gonna help you out, man. Your body's needing it. Believe me.
So thank you for watching this segment of Getting to Know June. I appreciate it. So,
it's simple dehydration. Google it.
All right, whatever. Don't you're all right, Dr. Geese, whatever.
Either way.
So what else have you been smoking?
You know what else we need?
That's good, man.
You know what else we need to talk about this, and this is the other thing we're going to talk about.
What?
Was Ramon Iones Regional Edition, Germany, 898.
I'm sorry, say that again?
Ramon Iones, 898, Germany.
Oh, gee.
Regional Edition.
What a shit cigar. Let me ask you this. When did you smoke that cigar?
A while back.
Remember? Like
A while
months,
back.
like 2-3 months, or and the reason I ask is because I think timing has a lot to do with everything. Within the one that Aaron and I had.
Hold on. June.
Did you ever put up a review for that one?
No, I couldn't. I was going to,
Yeah.
and I was just
You're
like,
gonna shit all over it.
no, I wasn't even. I smoked the first half of it, and I was like, fuck this. No, I just, it's not like I had the opportunity to like piss off a non-Cuban manufacturer. Like usually with those reviews, you can put it up there, and you're gonna piss someone off. But with this, I was just like, what, dude, fuck it. Who cares? It was a shame. It's an insult. It's an insult to the 898.
Yeah.
It's an insult to Ramon Iones.
Yeah. So I smoked mine about like 10 days ago. And it was everything that I tasted proved that it was in some sort of a funky, sick period. It was metallic. It was really gritty, like earthy and gritty. Just notes that you typically wouldn't taste out of a Habanos. And it was a shame because these aren't cheap cigars. I mean, they're pricey. And
It's pricey, yeah.
And on top of that, if you're gonna bring back the 898 format, especially out of the Ramon Marca, you need to impress, especially making it out of a regional. On top of that,
I am in complete agreement.
And they absolutely failed the mark on this one.
It was a disaster. That should have been spectacular.
I agree.
It's kind of like, and I know you said it's in my box, it's kind of like that Bushido. Bushido's the same thing.
And here's the thing, man. So based upon things like this 898, Germany, Ramon, and some of the feedback that I heard from the Bushidos, it's almost like, let's just continue buying regular production, which is what I'm doing now.
We've had this conversation multiple times. Catfish and I have had this multiple conversations.
Oh, yeah, that was a great show with the team on, by the way. You remember that one time?
I do. You remember that one time when Catfish didn't come on? Yeah. Remember that one time Jose Blanco didn't show up? Dick.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, have we gotten to the point where we just aren't learning from our mistakes? But I think the problem is that every once in a while we smoke a really good region.
And they get our pull back up.
And it sucks you back in, man. It sucks you back in.
Right. And then you go, ooh, they're gonna come out with this Vitola.
They're gonna get it this time. Yeah, they're gonna get it. Yeah. Oh yeah. It's that one.
And then especially if it's like something that's made for the Asia Pacific region, where typically the production volume is a little higher and it's easier to get, you get more excited, right?
Well, you get excited about it.
No.
It's just, yeah, man. I don't know. I don't know if it's age or whatever it is, but it's just, I don't know. Every time I say I'm going to quit the program, I get back in it, man.
Yeah. So this cigar right here. Have you heard of a little non-Cuban company called Cavalier Geneve?
Yeah, man.
So I smoked that for review earlier today.
Yeah, I saw that. They like gold leaf on the back of the leaf.
Yeah. Which is weird because when it got to that gold leaf part, I swear to God, I tasted like nasty, like tin metallic weirdness. I want to see if Aaron tasted that, but I'll talk to him later on tonight. But
you can say I'm smoking gold.
True. So when I was smoking that, I thought, that cigar was mainly a European release, and now it's coming to the U.S. And it's European because it's one of those that's really mild in terms of strength. just really sweet, creamy kind of a thing going on. And then I was just about to say that I think Habano smokers will really appreciate something like this. And then I smoke something like this, and then I think, what the fuck was I thinking? Because this is at a
Cartier's a rare exception, man.
All right, forget Cartier's. Cartier ones. It absolutely blows that out of the water of most non-Cuban stuff. That's going for that profile. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, Cartier ones?
Yeah. My stuff that,
like, yeah.
It's stuff that's just enjoyable, good smoke, easygoing, not a lot of strength. You know, like perhaps a lot of the Ecuadorian, Connecticut counterparts in the non-Cuban market.
Cuban cigars are just more balanced, I think. I don't think they aim to make something that is over the top. I just think they go to make something smoke well and to have it be enjoyable. And they're not going out there to just boom, get your dick up. But at the same time, they're not going out there to be like, fuck this, I'm done. I think they just go to be solid. It's consistent.
I think in terms of hitting different spectrums of flavor, non-Cuban stuff does it way better overall than Cuban stuff.
Yeah.
I think in terms of just a tasty, enjoyable cigar, Cubans do it really well.
Cubans are the girl next door, man. Cuban cigars are the girl next door. That's what they are, man.
What? Like
they're the girl next door, man. You know the whole girl next door theory. It's not like the
you want to sort of thing.
Yeah, but it's not like but they're not like drop dead gorgeous. They're not like these like crazy, freaky hot chicks or like the super hot chick that you want. It's just like it's that whole. She's never impressed you in a group because that's just the group. But when you get rid of them all, you're like, wow, that's how great it is.
Huh. All right. I'll buy that.
I'll buy it. No. It wasn't the best sales pitch, but yeah, man, you put them in a group. They're not. Yeah, they're nothing impressive. But once you smoke them by themselves, then you're like, wow, that's it. That's the stuff.
Huh.
I don't know. Coop came back. Coop just got back from Cuba, I think.
Oh.
So.
What do you do? What did he smoke? What did he smoke?
I don't know. He texted me, or he called me.
Let's get him on the show.
We'll bring him on the show. Him and Ryan Lochte, man. We'll talk about swimming in Rio.
And maybe, just maybe, Coop will actually show up on the show.
You know, Coop will be there, and he'll be there 10 minutes early, and he'll be prepped, and he'll have notes, and he'll run the show for us.
Yeah, that's true.
And it'll be legit.
And then we'll just get hammered, and we'll just let him talk the whole fucking time.
Dude, yeah. But no, it'll be informative. We'll bring him on. That's a good idea, man.
Yeah. No, I truly want to hear his perspective, especially, Coop being, and for you guys that don't know, Cigar Coop, Coop, this guy is like a freaking encyclopedia in the non-Cuban cigar world. That's why I call him Ice Cream Man. You always get a scoop with Coop. A scoop of Coop. That's
scoop with Coop.
That sounds delicious.
The cherry on top. All so right. Yeah, man, that's the way it goes. Okay. But yeah, he's college.
I mean, not many people have the palate of Seth guys. All right, let's just put that straight. Let's just put that out there.
Let's just set the record.
Let's just set the record straight.
So I'm going to be modest here and just say that, there might be one or two people. Maybe.
Who? Hector Alfonso? Dion Giolito? You're naming after those guys?
I'm up there, man. I'm up there with the crew. Hand me my baton. Give me my robes. Give me a crown.
All right. Anyway, anything else you want to talk about?
That's it, man.
All right. Well, Steve, man, we highly appreciate all the generosity that you provided both of us for the New England craft beer. They were delicious overall.
We do. That's why I sent him a late birthday. No, it was a late Father's Day. I don't know. I sent him a bunch of stuff.
Yeah. I mean, I sent him some cigars. Hopefully he liked them. I think he did, but
He probably didn't appreciate him. He's from New England. He doesn't get it.
yeah, he probably wanted to smoke, I don't know, crack. I don't know.
Who knows, man? He's just. He's probably going to go with my Trillium. my 4-point IPA.
Trillium, 4 box, cloudy double IPA with a hint of coriander. Just kidding. Not really good shit, dude.
We're just teasing on it. All right. That's What Embargo, Book 2, Chapter 13. Pairing Habanos with IPAs. IPAs?
Dipas.
IPAs? IPAs.
Dipas. Double IPA.
Doubles. All right. Laters.